my name is Ana Eunice Mangandit Salas. This is my midterm number 1 of the course General Psychology. In this video, we will talk about details or information such as psychology, our brain, memory, and neurotransmitter. Hope you like it. Let's start with the first topic, and that is psychology. Let's start defining psychology. Psychology is the scientific study of the human mind and its functions, especially those affecting behavior in a given context. It delves into various facets of human thoughts, processes, emotions, motivations, and actions. By understanding psychology, we gain valuable insight into why individuals behave the way they do and how they interact with each other. Psychology is known to find up to 93 subfields. However, 18 of them are the majors, and those are abnormal, behavioral, biopsychology, clinical, cognitive, comparative, counseling, cross-cultural, developmental, educational, experimental, forensic, health, industry, organizational, personality, school, social, and sports. Now, let's talk about our second topic, which is our brain and its functions. Let's begin talking about our brain and what is the brain. The brain is a complex organ that controls thoughts, memories, emotions, touch, motor skills, vision, breathing, temperature, hunger, and every process that regulates our bodies. The brain has a lot of complex parts that work together to help you function. The brain has multiple functions. However, these are some of the principal functions of your brain. The first one being the automatic behavior, such as, for example, breathing, our heart rate, etc. The number 2 is the fight or flight response, which is our stress response. The number 3 is to keep our organs working as expected. The number 4 is memories and emotions. Number 5, movement, balance, and coordinations. Number 6, sensory processing such as vision, hearing, smell, touch, and taste. Number 7, speech and language. Number 8, thoughts and decision making. Our brain has a lot of parts, but 3 of them are the main one. Let's talk about them a little bit. So the first main part of your brain, it is the cerebrum. Our cerebrum interprets our 5 senses. It also regulates conscious actions that require thinking. The number 2 is the cerebellum. Our cerebellum maintains our balance, posture, coordination, and fine motor skills. The number 3 is our brainstem. This regulates many automatic body functions like your heartbeat, breathing, sleep and awake cycle, and basically swallowing. When we talk about our brain, it's really important to also talk about our neurotransmitters. These are our body's chemical messengers. They carry the information from one nerve cell across the space to the next nerve cell or gland cell. These messages help you move your limbs, feel sensations, keep your heart beating, and it takes and responds to all information your body receives from other internal parts of your body and your environment. Now, let's talk about how our neurotransmitter works. So basically, all starts in the nervous cell, where there is a nucleus creating an electrical message. This travels all the way in the axon, which is a long part of the nerve cell, and then got delivered to the axon terminal bottom, which is in charge of changing the electrical message to a chemical signal, using the neurotransmitters that are located in that. Then, all of these neurotransmitters travels all the way to the action that you need to do. For example, if you need to move your right arm, the neurotransmitters will send sign to the muscle in your right arm saying that you need to move it. Now, let's talk about our topic 3, memory. When we talk about the memory, this is actually the ability to recall information that has been learned and stored and processed. It's basically now your brain processes and stores information so you can actually access it later. Now, let's talk about the memory process. So, this starts with the encoding, which is transformation of the information into a form that can be retained and entered in the memory system. Then storage, which retain information so we can access it later. And the last one, retrieval. This is the recovery of the information. It's stored in the memory system so we can be aware of it. Now, let's talk about the stages of the memory. The stages of the memory are 1. Sensory memory. This one processes basic physical characteristics. The capacity is large. This can hold many items at once. It has a very brief rotation of images, and it's divided in iconic memory and choice memory. Attention is really needed to transfer into working memory. Number 2, short-term memory. This one conscious process information. It's basically where the information is actually worked on. The capacity is limited and the duration is brief, about 30 seconds. Between the second and the third one, it is the maintenance rehearsals, which is the mental or verbal repetition of information that allow us to remain in the working memory longer than the usual 30 seconds. There are a couple of things that can help us with the short-term memory, like chunking, which is creating small groups of information that make it easier to repeat and remember. Number 3, long-term memory. Once the information passes from the sensory to working or short-term memory, it can be encoded into long-term memory. The function of this one is to organize and store information. This has unlimited capacity, and the duration of thoughts can be permanent. There are actually 2 types of long-term memory, which are, number 1, explicit memory. It's basically memory with the awareness information that can be conscious recollected. Implicit, which is the memory without awareness of memory that affects behaviors but cannot consciously be recalled. Now, let's answer the question, why do we forget? Forgetting can occur at any memory stages. Sometimes we have all the information. However, we forgot at the moment of retrieval. You are most likely to remember things of the condition under which you recall them are similar to the condition under which you learn them. Other thing that can happen is memory distortion, which occur when people try to fit in new information into existing information. And this is all for the video of today. Hope you like it. Have a good day. Bye bye.